Welcome back to Livies Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back to, well, we're not at the Lovely Lab right now. We are actually at the desk of the mayor. It's actually Josh, whom we call the mayor. So, in my previous video, which I'll point you in that direction over there, I mentioned that I would be starting on the Sista friend journal, and that journal would be, I'm attempting to make my very first multiple signature journal, and yesterday I took a few minutes while waiting for lunch to get finished cooking to coffee spritz some papers. And so I want to, I need to iron these off right now. Iron these out, I should say, so that it reduces the bulk inside the journals. Now, what I have here are devotional pages, pages from my devotional that I finished a couple of months ago. I get a new one each month. And if you're not familiar with that devotional, it is the In Touch Ministries devotional. It's free. So, intouch.org if you're interested. So I have some of those pages. Okay. Which they make great pockets, back prints. What do you call it? Background pages. Good gracious. I have some graph paper, and I love the way the coffee kind of smeared some of the graph, you know. And then I have some old planner pages, which some of it is from, they have some writing on it, and then other sheets are just plain. So the ones that have writing on them, I'll find a way to cover them up. And then I have ledger paper. So all I'm going to do at this point is just iron them to flatten a bit. So I just brought you along so you can see this step. And actually, let me grab a regular sheet of paper so that the coffee doesn't get onto my iron, which has already been messed up by hubby. You know, this was actually my sewing iron. No one, you know, respects the sewing scissors or the sewing iron. So all I'm doing is just flatten it out a little bit so that it doesn't have a lot of bulk, especially if I'm using multiple sheets that have coffee on them, as well as multiple signatures. Now remember, this will be my first time creating, I plan on doing 3 signatures. And I am going to use Sonia Stover's step-by-step guide on how to create a fabric cover. Now I have created a fabric cover for composition notebooks, in which case all you do is just simply cover it. And because you can hot glue those, it's a different process. Not altogether different, but it's a lot quicker. I might even do that this time. I don't know. But I do have, I have all of the material as well as the batting. I believe I have the batting. I think that's a fusible fleece, in which case it's like a thin layer of fluffy cotton, if you will. Just used to add, you use it for quilting, but it adds, you know, a little bit of fluff and thickness to whatever fabric you're using it with, I should say. And so I think I'll use that. And I might, once I iron it onto the fabric, I might very well hot glue it. It just depends on how that inside needs to look. I'm not quite sure. Plus, I want it to last. Although it's not that it needs to last, because I'm making it for myself. It'll be my trial run, and if it's something that I feel that I can replicate, then I'll do so, and that'll be gifts that I offer to friends and family, as well as a type of journal that I add to my Etsy shop. Because I don't think I have any physical journals in there. I just have the journaling kits. And if you're interested in that, take a look below. There's a link to my Etsy shop down there. And there you'll find a few of the journaling kits. And for those who are not members of the Maker Exchange, our Facebook craft community, that's where the freebies up to this point have been. In the coming week, you'll hear of where to get the freebies going forward. So stay tuned for that. And there'll be some new and exciting changes and additions and some projects coming up. And ways that you can help send a little love to people in the community. Once I get everything organized, I definitely will bring you guys along on that. If you're interested, feel free to join the Maker Exchange, because that is where the sign up will be. But I'm not going to continue to disclose any additional information on that. I just need to solidify the partnership, and then I can provide y'all with more details. So I'm going to finish this up. I'll let you guys continue watching. I'll speed it up and add some music, and then we'll go on to the next bit. All right? Okay, so we've got these sheets, these pages already ironed out. I am going to, once I have a full strong pot of coffee, do a small batch of coffee dyed paper. And let me just check and see. So the ledger paper doesn't bleed too bad. Neither does the planner paper, but obviously I won't be able to submerge, so this is going to have to be good enough, which I'm perfectly fine with. Now I reached out to Sonya Stover, of course, and to ask about how many pages did she put in each signature, how many full pages, not not like the little half sheets that are tucked in and envelopes and stuff like that, but just how many full sheets. And she said anywhere basically between 6 and 10, something like that. So I probably will go with the odd number 7, and then additional half sheets, envelope, and things like that, filler pieces per signature. So I intend to have 3 signatures and roughly around 10 actual pages folded in half, which would make 20 per signature. Okay, so Sonya, hopefully that will work out, and if it doesn't, then it'll be all your fault. You see how that works out? No accountability for me. All right, and so when I pulled out in preparation of ironing these sheets out, I went into the drawer where my sewing dresser in here, and to get the towel out that I was ironing on top of, which is just what I use to iron and adhere and whatever anytime I use iron. And I ran into this bag of lace that I completely forgot about. Now, I got this bag about 4 to 5 years ago, and it was given to me by one of our members over in the Maker Exchange, and I'm trying to remember what her name is. I can't recall it offhand, but She is a quilter and sewer, and she also redoes sewing machines. So her name is on the tip of my tongue, and she's one of my favorites because she's been with me the longest. But it just escapes me at the moment. So she has sent me a few years back all of these different laces. So I intend to go through this and see what I can use in this journal, because it was sent from a sister friend, right? So she had gathered some goodies one year and packed everything into a box and shipped it off to me, and I completely forgot that I still had these things until, of course, I went to that drawer, because I haven't been doing a lot of sewing. But she sent me so much in that box. I don't even know how much the shipping. Look at that. I don't even know what the shipping was, but I know it had to be a lot. Look at that. Now look at the detail on this. Isn't that pretty? So I'm sure that came off of a wedding dress. And then I've got like laces like this, which, I mean, come on guys, you know we can use this in the journal. Now I am definitely not the classic shabby chic or even chic, highly feminine with a bunch of laces. If you see laces, it typically is coupled with contrasting colors. My style would be like a black and white with some masculine and feminine with a little bit of lace to take it up back over into the feminine side, because I'm not a girly girl. I'm not. Nobody's ever accused me of being overly feminine, and they likely never will. But because this is going to be my journal, then I am free to do with it however I see fit, and I will. Some really nice trims in here. So I'm just sharing with y'all what's in this bag, and then I'm gonna get off this and figure out what Josh is gonna have for breakfast, although he's very capable of doing that himself. Now I might use this on the sunglass case. Perfect, because I have a lace doily that I was gonna use, but it really isn't the quality that I would prefer for that. Diane Schwartz is her name. I don't know how I forgot about that. Oh, look at here. Oh, now this would deserve to be on the cover. So let me remind you of what we're working with, folks. And by the way, so in the last video I asked, what should the name of the lady, what should we name the lady, okay? And the person who created it, Felicia, said that we should name her Frankie. And I responded with, I absolutely love classically boy names used for girls. Names that are classically used for boys, given to girls. Hence, my daughter's name is Billie Olivia. Or what? It still is Billie Olivia. They just call her that in heaven. Alright, so I think a snippet of this is going to need to go on the cover of the journal. What else do we have here? Ooh, okay. This will be great for the pages. I mean, this bag is really, really packed. But there's a large piece in there that I won't be pulling out. That's cute. Oh, that's a great idea. I'm so glad that I ran into this, because I needed some layering for that sunglass case from the Dollar Tree. So stay tuned for that, because that'll be coming up in the next couple of videos. I've been mentioning it for a while, but it's not like I've been putting out videos back to back to even that came off of a wedding dress as well, it looks like, to even get around to it. And now that school is out, I can dedicate a little bit of time to doing what I want to do. Thank God for small miracles. And then we got the smaller lace, and then let me see, then we're down to the last few pieces, and then I have this, which I don't know when I'm going to use this, but I'm going to find a way. Oh, I have an idea, but I've got to put this away so it doesn't get dirty. My aunt got married last year. It's my mother's sister. So again, if you haven't heard me say this before, this is my mother's sister, but I grew up with her kids, with her and her kids and my uncle, because she has six girls, and so she played a huge part in my upbringing. And so she got married during the pandemic. She was scheduled to have an actual wedding, but obviously last summer everything was shut down and on lockdown. So in New York New York State that is, they definitely weren't going to be able to have the traditional classic wedding. So she had something very small with immediate family members, and very casual, well, not very casual, but without all the bells and whistles. So she didn't get the royal wedding that she deserved. So I think what I'm going to do is, as an anniversary gift, I'll start on this early, which I'm so glad I came across this bag again. Once again, and her anniversary will be sometime in August or September, one of the two. So I can start working on that now during the summertime and present that to them in a large journal. So now I got to get the signature part down, and I'll use this that I just showed you guys as the part of the cover, and hopefully I can get some pieces, some photos from his side of the family, so that I can incorporate that into some of the ephemera, the journaling elements, like journaling cards and stuff like that, that will help kind of bridge both sides together, as every wedding and every union is supposed to. So, boy, let me write that. I gotta jot that thought and that idea down. Okay, so in the next video, because I'm getting ready to get off of here and go get the boys some breakfast, and then we'll hit the streets running my dad's errands, and I also have some real estate photo orders to do. I know y'all get sick of hearing my day-to-day schedule, but guess what? We're family. And get back here in time enough to put some dinner on for us, and then figure out what we're going to do for this weekend, this Memorial Day weekend, which I got planned. Are y'all staying at home, barbecuing? Is your city and state open for events? If I find anything, it'll be, and we plan to do anything, it'll be an outdoor event. Obviously, because it'll be warm here in Georgia, but also because I'm not messing around with people whether they're vaccinated or not. I'm just not. It's still not there yet, people. So we're still taking the necessary precautions, but we do plan to enjoy ourselves and enjoy our weekend, because I don't think my husband is working. I had to remind him yesterday when he attempted to have me schedule one of the estimates to be the work to be done from one of the estimates, that this was the holiday weekend, and that wasn't going to be possible. So because the family does deserve to have family time for the holidays anyways. So that is where we're at. So in the next video, I probably will work on assembling some pages, assembling the signatures, and I'm going to do it right here on camera. So if you're bored now, you'll probably be bored on that next video, but I'll be in the next video. So the fabulous part is I'll be there, even if we're only just dealing with boring papers. You got it? Good. All right. So anyways, guys, until we're back here together on YouTube, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Well, Frankie said stay creative and crafting. Don't you dare. Now come back for the next video. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livies Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.